The book of Job, chapter 12, and verse 7. But ask now the beast, and they shall teach thee, and the fowls of the air, and they shall tell thee, or speak to the earth, and it shall teach thee, and the fishes of the sea shall declare unto thee, who knoweth not all these that the hand of the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai hath wrought this, in whose hand is the soul of every living thing, and the breath of all mankind. All praises to Yahweh by Shema Shai, Wahara Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. They're scattered abroad amongst the heathen. So I'm looking like the heathen. Beginning with the 144,000 preachers, teachers, and prophets. Shalom. I got this video right here. Right? Excuse me. Well, yep. The one that about Shema Shai.
Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, the Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy.
Sorry about that.
I look forward to you.
Superman music, man. Got this video right here. This is 2 weeks ago. It says hundreds of millions of bees, mysteriously dying. Alright? Hundreds of millions of bees are mysteriously dying. Right? Now you pay attention to the beasts of the field as we just read. Right? How about Shema Shai made all things for his purpose. Right? And bees have a lot to do with pollinating fruits and vegetables. Okay? Those fruits and vegetables are our sources of food as well as for animals. Right? So what are the bees, or what is the death of these bees letting us know? The book of Ezekiel, chapter 14, and verse 12. The word of the Lord Yahweh by Shema Shai came again to me, saying, Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. So the bees, Yahweh Shema Shai are letting us know through the bees that famine is on the way, man. Famine is very, very near. And it's going to cut off man and beast. Now, this happened back then. It's going to happen now. You get second Esdras, because you know second Esdras 15 to 16 is end time prophecy. Second Esdras 15 and 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people, the Israelites, the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shema Shai, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. For not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. Behold, saith the Lord Yahweh, by Shema Shai, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction, for wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and the hurtful works are fulfilled. You see? So, famine is very near. It's an end time prophecy. All right? We see what's going on. We see what's been going on for the past 20 years as far as the food processing plants and the weather and what the elites is doing with the farmland, with the farmers and the ranchers. All right. Now you got bees, hundreds of millions of bees mysteriously dying. They're not mysteriously dying. Esau doing it. The elites doing it. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. Remember that Isaiah 24, man. Hey, the inhabitants of the earth are destroying the earth, man. All right. That's beginning with these elites. All right, chemicals everywhere. You know, the seasons up and down, like gas prices, or should I say, like stock market levels. You know, just the whole energy offers in the earth. Everything is out of course, as the scriptures say, for the earth is out of course. Now I typed in how does bees contribute to the environment. It says AI overview: bees are crucial for the environment, playing a vital role in plant reproduction and maintaining healthy ecosystems. They act as pollinators, transferring pollen between plants, which is essential for plant fertilization and the production of fruits, seeds, and the continued existence of many plant species. This pollination process supports biodiversity by ensuring the survival of both wild and cultivated plants, which in turn provides food and shelter for a wide range of wildlife animals. Here's a more detailed look at how bees contribute to the environment. Pollination. Bees, along with other insects and animals, facilitate pollination, the process of transferring pollen from one flower to another, which is essential for plant reproduction. This process is crucial for the survival of many plants, including food crops, wildflowers, and trees. Bees, particularly honeybees and native bee species, contribute significantly to the pollination of numerous crops and wild plants. So you should ask yourself, what's the point of Esau spraying these damn chemicals in? Because he's destroying everything. Yahweh Shemasha has his own process already. So with Esau doing what he's doing, spraying everything in the air, going around sending white trucks around spraying the air, he's killing everything, man. He's literally killing everything Yahweh Shemasha. Well, he's trying to kill everything Yahweh Shemasha made. But he can't. That's how you know you can't fight against Yahweh Shema Shai. That's how you know, and that's how we know that the elect will eat. Because Yahweh Shema Shai said the elect will eat. And 2/3 will starve. The elect will eat and the rest of the world will starve. Alright? It says too, supporting biodiversity, pollination by bees helps maintain the biodiversity of ecosystems by ensuring the survival of a variety of plants and the animals that depend on them for food and shelter. A healthy bee population supports a diverse and thriving ecosystem where various species can coexist and thrive. Food production. Bees contribute to the production of a significant portion of the world's food supply by pollinating crops like fruits, vegetables, and nuts. The loss of bee populations could lead to reduced crop yields and a potential decline in food security. Famine. All right? Famine. Ecosystem health. Bees play a role in creating and maintaining the habitats where other plants and animals develop. By pollinating plants, bees contribute to the overall health and stability of ecosystems. Supporting sustainable agriculture. Bees are essential for sustainable agriculture practices as they contribute to the health and productivity of crops. By pollinating crops, bees help increase crop yields, improve the quality of produce, and reduce the need for chemical pesticides. We don't need Esau to spray anything. Alright? That's what Esau got this process going on. He's creating things in the lab. That's why there is no seeds in the fruit and in the vegetables. That's also why there are not any nutrients in the fruits and vegetables, man. It's a shame when you got to go to the nutrient store to get the nutrients, man. I don't even eat fruits and vegetables no more because I know they're artificial and fake. Same thing with no nutrients in it, no seeds. I would not eat it. So what I do? Hey, I just go to the nutrition store every month, and I buy my fruits and vegetables extract, man. All right. And for those who think you just eating fruits and vegetables and you good, and that mess don't have any seeds, GMO, Hey, you can tell a big difference in your body. I must have it. I can tell a big difference, man. All right? And I'm sure you can too. Well, the hopefully they know. But 2/3 they don't know, man. They used to GMOs, McDonald's, and bull crap. But us as a hopeful elect, the majority of us, we don't eat that crap, man. We eat the real deal. You know, we eat the best of the worst. All right? So we got to take care of these vessels, man. These temples. Hey, like it says in Ecclesiastes, a house not taken care of will go down. All right? So we got to take care of ourselves, man. But hey, the bees are letting us know what's going on. And the famine is around the corner, man. Let's play this 3-minute video and we can just close it out.
Hey, video creator, we know you. For you, it's about more than getting. You'll keep going.
Tonight, the beekeeping industry is in crisis over the shocking and unexplained deaths of hundreds of millions of bees over the last 8 months. Now, this could impact all of the U.S. as bees, called the backbone of agriculture, are responsible for pollinating, get this, more than 1/3 of the nation's crops. CBS's Janet Shamlian in Savoy, Texas, has the story.
This is what an unfolding disaster looks like in the U.S. beekeeping industry. Each of these hives can hold as many as 80,000 bees, but for reasons no one can pinpoint, the bees in all these hives and tens of thousands more have turned up dead.
Have you ever seen it this bad?
Never, not even close. The data is showing us that this is the worst bee loss in recorded history.
Blake Shook is one of the nation's top beekeepers. He owns Desert Creek Honey and several other beekeeping businesses.
If this is a multi-year thing, it'll change the way we consume food in the United States.
That's a pretty significant statement.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, if we lose 80% of our bees every year, the industry cannot survive, which means we cannot pollinate at the scale that we need to produce food in the United States.
Bees play a critical role in U.S. food production. In addition to making honey, they pollinate 75% of the fruits, nuts, and vegetables grown in the U.S. That's $15 billion worth of crops. So what's causing the deaths, and why now?
So these are dead bees in there, and they have always an identifier for a project.
Juliana Rangel studies them at Texas A&M University.
One potential explanation is that over the last few years, we've seen some locations across the U.S. that have had lower forage available for bees. So when they're supposed to be blooming, let's say in April, they're blooming either earlier in the year or later in the year. And so we have these food deserts basically in the summer and fall that the bees sometimes cannot withstand.
Back at Shook's bee farm,
Here we go with the hood.
we suited up for a look at his commercial operation.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
All right, the first thing we do is smoke the entrance, and that calms the bees down.
This is what a healthy hive looks like.
And then in the center here, this is where the baby bees are raised.
These just returned from California, where the bees were used to pollinate almonds. Beekeeping groups say the losses may put as many as 25% of commercial operations out of business by year's end, with wide-reaching impact.
I got a call from a friend who has 20,000 beehives at the start of winter, and he's at less than 1,000. And he said, this is it. I'm done. And I've had far too many of those calls in the past weeks. It's not just a beekeeper issue. This is a national food security issue.
An industry reeling amid a troubling trend. Janet Shamlian, CBS News, Savoy, Texas.
You heard it, man. Shalom.